Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Sasuke Dragon, part of Teamwataponuk UK.
And I'm Neon Exodus.
And of course, Mr. Neon Exodus there. Basically, this is just a talk about Gaga Magician and, of course, Damage Vaccine Omega Max. Now, first of all, we are basically going to talk about Gaga Magician. Now,
Gaga Magician.
there's a lot of hype about this card, because of what it can do. It can change its level once per turn, or during your main phase, to any level you wish, between 1 to 8. So in my eyes, this card is going to be highly popular and brilliant to be able to be used to exceeds. Sadly, of course, those people that like to synchro summon out there won't be able to do that with Gaga Magician, because this card cannot be used as a synchro summon, which is good for duelists that are only just starting out in the game, so that basically it can't have synchro storm in the battlefield again.
In my opinion, this card should have been in the starter deck.
It's a very good card, and this card will probably see a lot of play as well. Due to its ability, it can exceed basically at the moment into rank 4s and rank 5s.
By normal summon Goblinberg, special summon Gaga Magician, exceed, or you special summon it via other means, like for instance, what's that card? Magical Dimension. You can use Magical Dimension on it because it is a spellcaster, and increase its level to, say, I don't know. Say you discard one for the tricky, special summon the tricky, and you can also Gaga increase it to level 5. You can special summon it through Magical Dimension as well, so you get a destruction off as well. Because he's a spellcaster, he does work remarkably well with multiple things, and the ability to change his level is just brilliant. So you special summon Sidro, special summon a tricky, normal summon him, change to level 5, 2 level 5s, Adris, Tyrius. You can do it the way I just shown you and exceed like that for Hope or Roach, or even if, for instance, you've just got a random level 3 like Tour Guide and it's been Veiled. You've got Tour Guide and it's been Veiled. You get Magician on the field, decrease to level 3, exceeds. He's a highly versatile card, and I can see him doing very well in a lot of the new decks. Because I know Dark Magician 84 is looking for one of these, but unfortunately, Richie, we're keeping this one.
And basically, next we're going to talk about is a very popular card that's going to see a lot of play, is Damage Vaccine Omega Max. A lot of these people think this card is crap. In my eyes, I think this card's going to be very, very popular. It's basically another Draining Shield, basically, but you have to take damage first.
It's kind of like Enchanted Javelin.
Yeah, basically all this card does is you lose damage, and the damage you've lost, you just didn't basically
gain it.
Yeah, gain it back, so technically you don't lose anything. It's a very good game changer card for a common. I think this card should be more than just a common, to be honest, because it's a very versatile card.
So if someone plays Magic Cylinder, you activate this card and you end up taking nothing.
Yeah, so it basically is a very good card. It's not just by battle, which is the good thing, as Neon Exodus just said. So Magic Cylinder, you can basically chain this to mostly any card effect, really.
Say for instance you take battle damage, right? You special summon Tragodia, and then you activate this, and you gain the life points back that you just lost.
It's a very, very brilliant card. This card's going to see a lot of play. It probably may be in 2s or 3s. For the beginning duelists out there, they're going to be playing Exceeds for the first time. This card is going to probably be a very good stable card for them. I do see this card becoming stable. A lot of people out there may disagree with me, of course, but the stable lineup will be changing very soon in my eyes. The September ban list is coming up, so there's a lot of things that are going to be banned that people don't want to be banned, but I do see this common card becoming a very powerful stable card.
So in my opinion, Mr. Sasuke Dragon thinks it's going to be running 2 to 3s. I think it's just a very nice tech at 1. You can run it at 2 and 3s. Some people may say, yeah, but you can just chain Trap Stun to a Magic Cinder. But, Trap's done is, although it got reprinted in Gold Series 4, it's going quite expensive. The common was in Raging Battle. Raging Battle was out of print. This is a nice, good substitute for beginners. Do you guys think it's a staple? Do you not? Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about this card. What do you think will be staples in the next format? I think that this card could potentially be a staple, but most probably not. People have already got Trap Suns and likes. It's a nice tech card at 1. My personal predictions for staples could be... you could eventually have staple monster lineups like Goblinberg, the Gaga Magician, Tall Guy from the Underworld, and Samuel the Summoner. These could potentially become monster staples, but I could be wrong. So, rate, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think. Yay or nay, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell us why, if you disagree. So we're quite eager to get a varied field of opinions. So, yeah, back over to you, Mr. Sasuke Dragon.
Well, as Mr. Neonex has said, we could have now staple monsters coming out, so this is going to be very interesting to see. We already have staple traps and staple magic. Now, with the new Xseed cards coming out, we should see some staple monster cards. In my eyes, so far, Tour Guide of the Underworld is already a staple monster card. Everybody's after the card, everybody wants it, and it's just a very powerful card. At 2, it's not too bad, but at 3, it basically gives an overall feel of a powerful deck can be created around it.
And it's not going to be hit anytime soon due to its recent release.
Exactly, and Gaga Magician basically is another card. I do see Gaga Magician, of course, becoming another staple monster. Goblinberg, of course, could be in Sunbell the Summoner. A lot of these cards will get overlooked, commons especially, because people just chuck the commons out and think they're rubbish. But as a quote from Dub K Dad basically does state, that you shouldn't always chuck these cards out, because in the long run, when the new sets come out, maybe those common cards could actually become very popular. So it's one of these good things where you just have to be very, very careful
of. We've got things like Royal Oppression and things like that. Now, this card is pretty interesting. It doesn't negate anything, but it could potentially change the game. Well, not necessarily change the game, but make the game a bit more interesting. Although it's a massive MST target being a continuous spell card, or a True Nade target, or a Storm target, whatever. Cracking. When a monster leaves the field, whether it's tributed, detached from an Xseed, or whatever, right? You get burned for 800. I think it's 4 or... No, it is... 800. You inflict 800 to the owner of the card. So you tribute, you synchro, you detach an Xseed, you get burned for 800. Now in burn decks, this could see a lot of potential, because you'll be more hesitant to take cards off the field because you get burned for 800. So that could possibly, if you had things like Royal Oppression and this card face down at the same time, face up on the field at the same time, any monsters that are currently on the field, they're going to get burned for 800. And then you're paying 800 to negate their summons. So you're really keeping cards off the field.
Well, I think this basically wraps up this video. Just to recap, Kraken could be to become staple. You've got Damage Vacuum Omega Max. Then you've got Gaga Magician, Tour Guide, Goblinberg, and of course Zumbel the Summoner.
So, and quite possibly Marauding Captain could see a lot more play.
Oh, and of course Marauding Captain, of course, is another good staple card. So, please tell us what you think, and rate and subscribe, and basically, this is Mr. Sasuke Dragon, and
Neon Exodus for Team Waterpond UK.
We're signing out. Peace.